All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving today as your presiding judge. Hopefully, everybody who's in the courtroom is a part of our specialty court. If you are not a part of specialty court or you are not being processed for specialty court, please hang up and call the office and speak with my clerk, Ms. Mack, so that you can get directions on where you should be, so that we don't tie you up all day. In addition, yes, thank you so much, Ms. Wilson. The courtroom office number is in the chat. It's 313-965-2280. With that, I believe everybody is here that should be here. I'm going to get started by having the attorneys please place your appearance on the record, and then we'll be followed by the case managers, Mr. Yancey, Ms. Cleveland, and there you are, Mr. Griffin. All right.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning, Judge. Good morning, courtroom. Good morning, participants. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court and Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge. Good morning again. Can you hear me? Can you see me, Judge?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. I can see you. And good morning to you, Mr. Reed.
Thank you.
And good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P 83363, on behalf of specialty courts. Good morning to you and the staff.
All right. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Barton. You came back after yesterday.
Yes.
We had a day yesterday. So thank you for coming back to serve. We appreciate you. All right. For the case managers.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Sobriety Court. Good morning, courtroom.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Yancey. All right, Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for Sobriety Court.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Brian Griffin, Drug Court case manager on behalf of the Probation Department.
All right. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Griffin. And then I see Ms. Robs. We'll get her appearance on the record later. All right. Very good. Before we get started, there's Ms. Robs. Come on, Ms. Robs. Place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robs, Drug Treatment Court case manager.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Robs. Before we get started on this morning, I am starting with promotions. And so before we get started, I want to know, are there any preliminary matters for the court's consideration?
Judge, you wanted me to remind you that Ms. Bell is at treatment. You didn't want her missing any sessions. You just wanted to see how she was doing. So she's at Naomi's Nest and she's currently on. And then we do have one graduation and a couple of promotions today.
Yes, sir. All right. Ms. Bell will be first. Thank you so much, Mr. Griffin, for that reminder. Any other preliminary matters? No
Not at
other
this time,
preliminary.
Judge.
All right. Mr. Vicentainer is here. I need him to go into Mr. Barton. Thank you, Attorney Barton. We'll go into a breakout room with Mr. Vicentainer. Good morning to you, Ms. Wilson. Thank you for serving on today. Good morning in the courtroom, Ms. Mack, the officer. Thank you so much for serving on today.
Morning, Judge.
Morning,
Judge.
Good morning. All right, let's make that happen. And then I am going to start with Ms. Bell, and then I will go to Ms. Walker. All right, Ms. Bell, if you could unmute, you are unmuted. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Yes, you are. Wonderful. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 210-01153. State your full name for me.
Benicia Joan Bell.
All right, Ms. Bell, I know I saw you last week, and I just wanted to check in with you on today. Once you were at your facility, how are things going?
They're going good, Your Honor.
Okay, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling refreshed.
Are you? I'm
Yes.
glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. All right, Ms. Bell, is there any questions you have for us or anything you're struggling with that you need us to address?
No, they're basically just the house. They had the phones were kind of jacked up, but I think they're working the problems out where we can reach the parties that we need to. Because I had appointments that I was supposed to be in on. And my case manager, she did manage to get one of them, postponed for another date. But so we're working on the others.
All right, very good. Continue to work with your case manager there. And then if you have any issues, by all means, let us know so that we can work with you to resolve those issues, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. For the case manager for Ms. Bell, is there anything you want to add? For Ms. Bell?
No, Your Honor. I'll be in touch with Naomi Ness. I know we have training and stuff in the next couple of weeks. So I want to bring her back in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna bring her back on the Monday, the 28th, just to check in to see how she's doing. So that'll be like halfway through her days there. So I'd like to bring her back on the 28th at 8:35 a.m. And then I'll update with Naomi Ness and get the information for you so I can update you with everything that's going on in staffing.
All right, very good. And so, Ms. Bell, even though I'm not going to see you in the courtroom again until the 28th, understand that Mr. Griffin will be in touch with the people that are working with you and for you at the Nest. And then if you need anything, by all means, reach out to us, okay?
I sure will, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Hang in there. Give it your best shot, okay?
I am.
I'm proud of you. You stayed. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Have a good day.
And you as well, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, let's go to Miss Walker, I hate to call it graduate because she's starting a new phase in her life today. She's closing one door, but opening another one, I hope, with some great opportunities and great decisions and all of those things. So Ms. Walker, I'm going to start with you on this morning. I have the following matter, Z806-0361. State your full name for me, please. Oh, we can't hear you. You're on mute. Unmute for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chantel Walker.
All right, Miss Walker, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ms. Holmes. How are you?
I'm good. Y'all see, she done already fired me as her judge. She Miss Holmes. All right. All right. You fired me. Are you firing me already? At least wait until I finish your case.
I am so sorry.
You're good. You're good. I'm excited for you this morning, Miss Walker. I know that this has not been an easy task for you, but here we are. You are at the finish line with this phase of your life, hopefully getting ready to begin a whole bunch of new phases with good things and good results. Tell me about your experience in the program. What did you like? What you didn't like? What we could do better? I want to hear from you.
You guys just been wonderful to me. I've had some challenges in the beginning, but you guys made me realize that being sober and not missing any moments in my kids' life and in life in general has been wonderful for me. So I really don't have an interest in drinking or anything like that. I just want to enjoy every moment. So I really do enjoy like my life right now. It's the best. And I love you guys for that. So thank you so much for helping me become sober.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Listen,
so
I want you to know that even though you're completing the program today, that we don't throw you away. We are still going to be here for you. The wonderful thing about everything we've done in this program is you don't need a court order to have access to those things. You know what you need. You know when things are getting a little shaky, and you can reach out and on your own without a court's order and get the assistance that you need to help you reboot or get back on track or avoid some potholes. That's the beauty of this program. You take these resources with you, and then you can always call in, drop in, Zoom in with us and let us know, hey, I need some assistance. You don't have to have a case to do that. You are forever connected to this program. You understand that? Or to us, not the program, to us.
Okay, Judge Holmes, thank you. I do appreciate that.
Absolutely. All right. I'm going to hear from Mr. Griffin. Tell me why you are recommending Ms. Walker for completion on today.
Okay, Your Honor, this case is Chantel Walker. Ms. Walker signed her contract with us on October the 6th of 2020. She had an 18-month contract. While in the program, Ms. Walker completed outpatient treatment. She completed 40 hours of community service. She completed alcohol highway safety. She completed the ARMS program. She paid all her costs and fees. She even went above and beyond. She also attained her GED. She got her license back. And, just working with her from where she started at to where she is today, you could just see the difference from, she has blossomed. I'm glad to see her, more involved with her kids' lives and just, being a great example for them. So, I think she would be a great candidate to come back and be a mentor to, some of the other women that's in the program because, it wasn't easy. When Ms. Walker came to her, she had other outstanding matters. She had an outstanding at another court, which she took care of that. So once she finished with us, she's going to be clear. She's not going to have anything hanging over her head. So just been wonderful to work with, very pleasant. And Your Honor, I'd like to recommend her as a candidate for graduation today.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Griffith. Let's go to Mr. Reed, the attorneys.
Thank you, Judge. I will be making a motion in this case. We can't dismiss the case as a drinking and driving case, but we can close it with improvement, and I will be making that motion. But before I make the motion, I'd like to make a few comments, if I may. Congratulations, Ms. Walker. Job well done. We know it's not easy, but you did all that we asked of you: drug testing, counseling, alcohol highway safety, ARMS, community service. You paid money. Be proud of yourself. We're proud of you. I was thinking about this last night and what I would say, and I thought about the journey and the destination, and they're both important, and drug court is a journey. The judge indicated you're crossing the finish line, but you're graduating today, and we wanted to celebrate your graduation. You should be proud of yourself. As I indicated, we know it's not easy. What we want for you is the best. Keep up the good work, long life, be safe. Come back in May. We have National Drug Court Month in May. We are planning a large graduation. We'd like for you to come back and participate. Thank you again. The program is about our participants. It's not about us. It's about you. Thank you. I'm going to stop talking now, Ms. Walker, and make my motion. Judge, at this time, I would move that the following case, Z 806-0316, be closed with improvement. Again, congratulations, Ms. Walker. We hope we've helped you. It's been a pleasure to deal with you. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Walker. Be safe. Long life.
Thank you.
Mr. Reed, I think we transposed those last two numbers of Ms. Walker's case. It's Z 806-0361. So I think we're good now. And
Thank
so
you, Judge. Thank you.
All right, I am going to grant your motion, Mr. Reed. I'm closing the case with improvement. Ms. Walker has no other outstanding matters at 36th District Court, so you are good with us. I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Ms. Walker on her completion of our specialty court. Congratulations, Ms. Walker. Congratulations. Listen, I need you to save the date, May 19th. May 19th. That everybody has to save the date because it's graduation is mandatory for participants in the program. So case managers, let's start getting that word out. You must participate. And so you're now completed, but we would love to have you come back and celebrate with us. It's going to be really nice. We haven't done a graduation in 2 years. And so I think we might show out a little bit. And so please, please come and work with us or come and celebrate with us, so that you can be recognized for your achievements as well.
Okay, I will.
All right, very good, very good. Go and be well. You'll get all of your paperwork in the mail. And again, we're here if you need us. Take care.
Okay, you Judge Holmes. Have a good day.
You too, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, I'm going to start with my promotions now. First on the list for promotion is James Young. Let me have you unmute, Mr. Young. I have case number 200-449-3901. State your full name for the record, Mr. Young.
James Young.
All right, Mr. Young, you're getting promoted today. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, very good. We had an opportunity to staff your case this week, and the recommendation was made to promote you. And so at this time, I'm going to have the case manager make the record as to why Mr. Young should be promoted.
Alrighty.
Okay, Your Honor, this is James Young. Ms. Young signed this contract, Your Honor, with us on 11/23/2021. He's in a 5-phase program. Mr. Young has been in treatment. He's doing very well in treatment. He has been drug testing twice a week. All tests have been negative. Since he's been in the program, he has obtained his driver's license back. He has his driver's license back. He's working full time, no problem with working. He's on global supervision, haven't had any alerts with his supervision. So at this point, Mr. Young is very stabilized and really working toward goals and on a sober life. So this morning, Your Honor, I would like to recommend Ms. Young to be promoted to phase 2 of the program to keep him moving along the 5-phase track.
All right, wonderful. And there were no objections to the promotion during our staffing. And so, Mr. Young, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Very good. I hope that things have been going well. No issues to report.
No issues.
All right.
Everything's going good. And I'm staying focused out here.
All right, stay focused. That's so important. Very good. And so with that, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Young on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations to you, Mr. Young. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, you don't get held in court all morning. Look at you, you get ready to get out of here. Listen, sir, I need you to still work hard in phase 2. All right?
Okay, yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Very good. And so, Mr. Griffin, I know that with phase 2, he'll still go to the 2 weeks. Let's do the face-to-face because he's doing very well. I think we also talked about reducing his testing. Is that correct?
Oh, he'll still be testing twice a week, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm wrong case. All right. And so, Mr. Griffin, let's put his face-to-face out 2 weeks, and then he will see me the following week.
Yep, I'm gonna put that on the 28th, Your Honor, because we'll be in training the other day. So that'd be Monday the 28th for a face-to-face at 10:35 a.m. And then I'll give you the following court date on that date, Your Honor.
Okay, you'll give it to me on the 28th? That's
Yes.
fine. All right, wonderful. All right, Mr. Young, congratulations to you. Do well.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Okay, you too.
Thank you. All right, the next promotion that I have on this morning is for Mr. Naraki. Where is Mr. Naraki? He doesn't have his camera on. I'm gonna skip him. All right, I'm going to keep going. The next one I have on the list is for Mr. Muhammad. Where are you? Good morning.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Mr. Yancey, there's a recommendation for promotion, right?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Making sure I get it correct. Let me place those case numbers on the record. All right, I have the following: case number Z8082901, case number SP 1182247, counts 1 and 2, case number SP 1182248, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Muhammad, state your full name for the record.
Kareem Muhammad.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm good. No complaints.
No complaints. You up early this morning? You're not over there sleeping in the camera? It's a good morning, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The weather's nice, so I can't complain.
No, the weather is nice, and I love it. I really do. And so tell me what you've been doing to work your program, Mr. Muhammad.
Same old, just dropping regularly and going to see my addiction specialist, going to my sessions.
All right, are those sessions helping you?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, one thing you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
There's going to be ups and downs, but you just got to look for the positive in everything,
Always.
Take what you can from each situation.
I'm sorry, one more time.
You got to take the good thing from each situation.
Yeah, it's called life, right? Always
Yeah.
gonna be ups and downs. Always.
You got to have a good outlook on things.
I'm sorry?
Just have to have a good outlook on things.
Yeah, it's how we respond to it, right? It's not what happens to me, it's how I respond to it. It's
Exactly.
so wonderful. You couldn't just get promoted because I got to get you back for all those times you were sleeping and stuff. in my courtroom. So, all right, Mr. Yancey, I'm ready for you to tell me why you want to promote Mr. Muhammad.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Muhammad, he's been with us since January 6th. He's been making all his sessions for his outpatient. He's been making all his screenings, which has been 60 days plus. Those screenings have been negative. So he's really doing well. Every time I try to contact him, he's available. He was talking about going back to school next semester. He's due to make a payment this month. So he's really doing well. He's a young man with potentially a lot of distractions, but he's been staying focused, and that's why I really want to promote Mr. Muhammad, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey presented you at staffing. There were no objections. And so I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Muhammad on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, Mr. Muhammad. Very proud of you. I want you to keep up the good work, continue to work hard, and we're here if you need us. And so, Mr. Yancey, with that, what will be the return, his face-to-face and his return to court date?
Yeah, no, we're gonna do a face-to-face on March 28th at 10:35, and we're gonna have him come back to court on Zoom on April 7th of this year at 8:35.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Muhammad?
Yeah, I'm putting it in now.
All right, very good, very good. Well, congratulations to you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we are here if you need us before any of those other contact dates, okay?
All right, Judge. Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. All right, Mr. Naraki, are you ready?
Good morning.
Good morning. You are getting promoted today as well. So I'm taking care of all of the people that's getting promoted first. All right, here we go. Your case number is 200-455-4001. Mr. Naraki, please state your full name for me.
Christopher Naraki.
All right, Mr. Naraki, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Are you ready to go to phase 2?
Yeah, I've been working hard. I think I'm ready.
You have been working hard. All right. Are you having any difficulties, any issues that you need us to know about?
No, not at this time. Everything's going real smooth.
All right. Very good. One thing you've learned since the last time I've seen you?
A little gratitude goes a long way. So I'm
love
grateful for the small things I have in life.
Yeah.
Family, full-time job, second chances.
I love it, Mr. Naraki. A little gratitude goes a long way. We have so much to be grateful for. We do. Yeah, I yesterday I was complaining about gas prices. Like I go and put gas in my car, right? The last time I did, they thought I had stolen it because I didn't know how to open up the gas tank. And I was complaining to a friend, and they sent me a message last night that said, we have so much to be grateful for. You're complaining about gas, but at least you're waking up in the morning. There's not missiles going off overhead. All of your family members, your loved ones are intact. They're safe. You're not made to leave your home with just a bag, what you can fit in a bag. I mean, just really put me in perspective, right? And so for you to say that this morning, it kind of just goes full circle. A little gratitude goes a long way. We have so much to be grateful for, especially those second chances, right? There you go. All right, Mr. Yancey, tell me why you are recommending Mr. Naraki for promotion.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Naraki, he's been with us since January 6th, also 60 days plus. It was interesting when we referred him to his treatment location, there was a 3-week gap before he could get in. So instead of just trying to wait or stall, he got into some NA meetings. He got a recovery coach right away. So he started working right away, started screening, obviously. Those screenings have been negative. So he was working until he got to his permanent outpatient location. So he was kind of ahead of the game. So we really appreciate that. He is working hard. Those things he mentioned as far as family and second chances and different things, those are actually big things. So he's doing well. We're proud of him. That's why I want to promote him, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. And we had the opportunity to talk about it in staffing. There were no objections. And so I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Naraki on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, Mr. Naraki. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Naraki?
So, Your Honor, I want to do a face-to-face with Mr. Naraki on March 28th of this year at 10:35. And then I want to do a Zoom hearing with Mr. Naraki on April 7th of this year at 8:35.
All right, very good, Mr. Yancey. I have those dates. Mr. Naraki, do you have those dates?
Yep, got them.
All right, wonderful. Congratulations to you. And I will see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're very welcome. All right, our next promotion is going to be Mr. Pedroza Alba. Ms. Cox, I'm going to have you unmute and raise your right hand for me. I'm going to swear you in. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's matter, and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
I do.
All right, wonderful. State your name as well as your qualifications.
Maria Cox, M-A-R-I-A-C-O-X. I'm a Spanish qualified state of Michigan court interpreter.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Cox, for being with us on today. I'm ready to call the case number for Mr. Pedroza Alba. I have case number 1605754-701. Mr. Pedroza Alba, please state your complete name for the record.
Llamo el caso del señor Pedroza Alba, número 1605754701. Por favor, señor Pedroza, diga su nombre completo para las actas. Señor Pedroza está en silencio. Por favor, prenda su micrófono. Your Honor, I told him to please turn on his mic.
Thank you.
Diga su nombre para las actas, señor Alba.
My name is José de Jesús Pedroza Alba.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Buenos días, señor.
Oh, buenos días.
Good day.
All right. Mr. Pedroza Alba, you are being promoted on today. Are you ready to go to the next phase?
Señor Pedroza Alba, lo van a promover hoy. ¿Está listo para empezar la nueva etapa?
Oh, yes. Estoy bien.
Oh, yes, I am fine.
All right. Wonderful. Tell me one thing that you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
Por favor, dígame una cosa que haya aprendido desde la última vez que lo vi.
I like too much especial mi vida. Estoy feliz.
I am happy.
Otra nueva vida.
It is a new life.
Ganas a la vida.
I am given all my life a big effort.
All right. All right. And I hope that new life you understand is happy and new because you are not utilizing any substances. Do you understand that part of it?
Espero que esa nueva vida sea tan buena porque usted no está usando ninguna sustancia. ¿Entiende eso?
Yo estoy perfectamente muy bien.
I am doing perfectly well.
All right. Did he answer my question, Ms. Cox? Is he doing perfectly well and understand that he's doing perfectly well and it's probably related to the fact that he's not using any substances?
La jueza quiere saber si usted entendió que esa vida tan buena ahora es porque no está usando sustancias como el alcohol, ¿correcto?
Sí, es otra vida. Es especial, vive uno diferente.
Yes, it is a new life. I live it differently. Yes.
All right. Mr. Yancey, tell me why you are recommending Mr. Pedrosa Alba for promotion.
Señor Yancey, por favor, dígame por qué está recomendando al señor Pedro Salva para que adelante.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Pedrosa, he's been with us since August 3rd of this year.
El señor Pedrosa ha estado con nosotros desde el 3 de agosto de este año.
You mean of last year, right?
Of last year, I'm sorry.
Del año pasado.
Your Honor, he's completed outpatient treatment.
Go
ahead.
Él terminó el tratamiento que no es residencial. Él lo terminó.
Your Honor, he's been screening since then. He's had negative screenings.
Y también le han hecho exámenes de las drogas y todos han sido negativos como deben ser.
He recently paid all his fines and costs.
Y recientemente ya terminó de pagar sus multas y sus cargos.
And Your Honor, he's taking English classes and attending AA meetings.
Y está tomando clases para aprender inglés y clases de AA, Alcohólicos Anónimos.
All right, and you're recommending his promotion to which phase?
Your Honor, I'm recommending his promotion to phase 3.
Y está recomendando que sea promovido a cuál fase. El señor recomendó a la fase número 3.
All right. I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Pedrosa Alba on his promotion to phase 3. Congratulations, sir.
Todos lo felicitan. Gracias.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Pedrosa Alba, you're on the last stretch. He's in our 3-phase program. Is that correct, Mr. Yancey?
Él ya está en la última etapa de nuestro programa, que son de 3 partes. ¿Eso es correcto, señor Yancey?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Sí, eso es correcto, Sonoría.
All right, you're on the last stretch. So I want you to continue to work hard, do all the things that you are required to do so that you can finish strong and then go on and be well and not have to deal with the court anymore.
Entonces, usted ya está en la última recta. Quiero que continúe progresando como lo está haciendo, que le vaya muy bien para que no tenga que regresar nunca a la corte.
Oh, ok, está muy bien.
That is fine.
All right, very
Una
good.
pregunta.
I do have a question.
Oh, go right ahead.
Un familiar, tengo que ir a recogerlo a Chicago. Pues mi familia vamos a ir a recogerlo. Y necesitaba si la corte me da autorización de salir del estado de Michigan a ir a Chicago. Regreso el domingo. Le estoy haciendo esto, comentario por lo de test de la orina. Ya ves que tengo que hacerlo y saldría el viernes en la noche, regresar el domingo. Si me puede.
What I need to know is me and my family, we have to pick up a relative in Chicago, and I want to know if I have permission to go. I would be back on Sunday. I am asking because of the urine test. I would be leaving on Friday night and coming back on Sunday.
Okay. And so, Mr. Yancey, you will have to get with Mr. Pedrosa Alba to get the information because he will have to test. He'll have to test before he leaves, the day he leaves, and he'll have to test the day that he comes back. And so, since it's such a short trip, and so Mr. Yancey needs to get information from him, and then he'll submit it to the court and to the team, and then Mr. Pedrosa Alba will learn whether or not he's able to go to Chicago.
Señor Yancey, usted va a tener que recoger información, o señor Pedrosa le va a tener que dar información al señor Yancey, porque sí va a tener que hacerse esos exámenes el día que salga y el día que regrese. Entonces tiene que coordinar con el señor Yancey. El señor Yancey pone la aplicación para la corte y entonces él le da la información si está permitido a salir.
Yes, Your Honor, I will. I'll take care of that. Interpreter, can you tell Mr. Pedrosa he needs to have somebody contact me that'll understand what I'm saying to him?
Sí, su honoría, entiendo eso, señora Pedrosa Alba, por favor, me pidió el señor Yancy que le dijera que usted necesita que se comunique con el señor Yancy una persona que hable inglés que pueda entender lo que él le está diciendo.
Oh, ok.
And Your Honor, I will contact the screening agency also.
Sí, su honoría, yo también voy a ponerme en contacto con la oficina o que hace esos exámenes.
All right, wonderful. If nothing else, what are the next dates for Mr. Pedrosa Alba?
Si no hay más nada, ¿cuáles son las próximas fechas para el señor Alba?
Your Honor, we want Mr. Alba to come back on April 14th of this year at 8:35.
Queremos que el señor Pedrosa Alba vuelva el 14 de abril a las 8:30 de la mañana. 14 de abril, 8:30 de la mañana.
All right, wonderful. Do well, Mr. Pedrosa Alba. Good to see you today and congratulations to you.
Muy bien, señor Pedrosa Alba. Mucho gusto en verlo hoy y felicitaciones.
Oh, ok. Mi gusto es mío. Muchas gracias.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Ms. Cox, take care. Thank you so much for serving today. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Thank you. All right, our last promotion for this morning, Miss Goldsmith, you are being promoted. Good morning to you. If you could unmute, I have the following matter for Portia Goldsmith. I have case number 210-565-4501. Ms. Goldsmith, state your full name.
Portia Goldsmith.
All right, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You started off in a car this morning.
Yes.
You did. You started off in a car. You made it to your destination safely. You weren't driving on Zoom.
No.
There you go. Thank you, ma'am, because I will testify against you. I will. All right.
No.
Ms. Goldsmith, how are things going for you?
They're going good. And I'm happy we went to Bible study yesterday. So I'm starting a 3-day fast today.
Look at you.
So I know my struggle is going to be no chocolate for a couple of days, but
you can do it. You can do it. I am a candy holic. That is
me too.
And I had to do this detox, and I have not had candy since September 1st. Ooh. And no one could have ever told me I could do without it because I eat candy like every day. And I almost broke down yesterday. There was an officer in my courtroom whose name I won't call, Officer White. And so, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call his name. And he had a whole bag of candy. And my clerk was talking to me, and I heard that bag ruffling. And it caught my attention. I was like, did he say candy? Do I smell candy? And I had to just refocus. Somebody said, no. I refocused. So you can do it. And I did not have a piece of candy yesterday.
That's a good thing. That is a good thing.
Once you do without it, you can do without it. How about that?
Right. Once you get used to it. I was like, oh.
So you have 3 days, ma'am. Do it.
Yes.
Come on, I'm rooting for
I'm
you.
a snacker. I keep chocolate next to the bed. So
no, you can snack on other stuff, raisins, grapes, oranges.
Fruit, yeah, I just got a whole bag of pecans, and I'm like, I'm going to go get some more fruit. I was like, oh.
3 days, man, you can do it.
3 days, I can do it.
And then if you can do that, you can do anything else that you put your mind to.
Yes.
That willpower is something else. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, pray for me.
Yes. You can do it. I'm pushing for you, pulling for you. Yes, I am. All right. Mr. Griffin recommended you for promotion on today. You ready?
Yes, I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. Let's hear from Mr. Griffin. Tell us why you are recommending Ms. Goldsmith for a promotion.
Well, not to brag, I'm on a day 15 on a 40-day fast, totally vegan diet, no meat, no sweets or anything. So
Mr. Griffin, you didn't tell me.
Yeah, so
I would have been encouraging you, good sir.
yeah, so I'm on day 15. I feel really good, really good. So
Don't you feel good and you sleep better?
everything, I mean, everything was a total change.
Feel
So,
like a new person.
yeah. So day 15, so I'm working it out. So
You hear that, Mr. Reed? No hot and ready, no fried chicken, no motivated soul food. You hear that, Mr. Reed?
Good luck, Mr. Griffin. Good luck, Mr. Griffin.
thank you, Mr. Reed. All right, okay, let's get back to Ms. Goldsmith.
All
Okay.
right, let's do it.
Okay, Ms. Goldsmith, Your Honor, signed her contract with us on December 21st of 2021. She's in a 5-phase program. Since my first encounter with Ms. Goldsmith has been very pleasant. Didn't blame anyone for the situation she's in. She took total accountability for it. So that showed me something right off the bat, what type of person she was. Since she's been in the program, she's been working very hard. She's been very proactive. Your Honor, she actually completed the victim impact panel on her own Mothers Against Drunk Driving class without me even telling her to do it. So she went and did that. So she's just doing wonderful. Her treatment, I just got a progress report yesterday from her counselor. She's doing excellent in treatment. She you could just see the difference. I remember when she stood in the first courtroom when you had to sentence her, she had to spend some time in jail. And so I remember those tears. I remember everything, her getting out into where she is now. So I just want to encourage her to continue to work hard, stay on this path, don't let nobody derail you. And Your Honor, I recommended her as to be promoted to phase 2 today.
All right, wonderful. There were no objections in our staffing as to Mr. Griffin's recommendation. So I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Ms. Goldsmith on her promotion. Congratulations, Ms. Goldsmith. Congratulations. I know this has not been easy for you, but you rolled up your sleeves. You said you would do it, and you have been doing it. You are setting an excellent example for your daughter. It's going to go a long way. Our kids will understand as they continue to live that we make mistakes like they do. We fall down like they will. But what they will remember is that my mom got up again, and my mom got in there, and she made the best of a bad situation. And so you are teaching lifelong lessons to your daughter, and I'm so proud of you. I really am. I am. All right, Mr. Griffin, what's next?
Your Honor, she'll be having a face-to-face on March the 28th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. And she'll have a Zoom hearing with you on April the 7th at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Very good. Did you get all of that, Ms. Goldsmith?
Yeah.
Right. Wonderful. You're in great shape. Good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and congratulations to you again.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. All right. Case managers, attorneys, did I miss anybody for promotion? I did not miss anybody. All right, let's do it. I'm going to Mr. Wilson. If you could unmute for me, Mr. Wilson. I have case number 1936817. Mr. Wilson, state your full name for the record, please.
Ernest Wilson.
All right, Mr. Wilson, how are you today?
I'm pretty good.
You are doing pretty good. Mr. Griffin, we staffed your case, and Mr. Griffin, I think it's Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin, it's your case, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Mr. Griffin indicated that you are doing very well, that you are still encouraging and mentoring other people to do well in life. And we love that aspect about you. And so I want to hear from you. How are you doing with working the program? Anything you need us to help you with?
I'm doing very well working the program. I'm at, this month is 27 months since I've last had a drink.
Yeah, come on.
Which is good. So listening to yourself and Mr. Griffin about what your goals are for candy and what he is on red meat. And I could say that I may start that, but I have made me corned beef hash this morning and had a Reese cup at 5 minutes to 8 before I signed on. So you can do it, but I may not. I did my 27 months. But I don't know if I could do it on that, but I'll encourage you all. And just remember where you were, where you are, and where you are going is the most important thing. And you have reasons to do that. So
Mr. Wilson.
But I'm doing great.
Yes, you are. And Mr. Griffin is vegan. That means he's not eating any meat. And so and Mr. Wilson, I haven't had meat in 10 years. And so, yes, sir. And I've been doing pretty much vegan now since September 1st. I think I've had a little bit of fish. And so, yeah, but yeah, Mr. Wilson, not a Reese's cup.
I'm not going to discourage you.
Come on, we're gonna have to pull you along, sir. I'm gonna have to make this a part of your court order. No corned beef or Reese's cups before 10 o'clock in the morning. You can't do it.
Well, I know that the animals walk over the vegetables and do other things. So
I'm gonna put that image out of my mind. Mr. Wilson,
Okay.
I'm putting it out of my mind. I don't care what you say. I'm not eating meat. I'm not doing it. Mr. Wilson, you are doing very well. 27 months. Your life has to be different, right?
Very much so. I understand that the situations I got myself in, the times that I was stopped, they were actually saving other people's lives, because there are things that it could have happened, and I have seen happen myself. So it's pushing on to understand where I was, where I am now, and where I am completely going. And where I'm going is to completely have a wonderful life and a life to enjoy with my children, with my grandchildren, and the friends that I have, and the encouragement of other people, whether it's dealing with alcoholism, dealing with drugs, or dealing with life and purpose in general, is where I want to be and what I want to do. Although I've retired, I still talk to many people, and many people are sent to me to talk to. And regardless of whether it's Zoom, by phone, few of them are in person now, since some things are changing, but hey, I'm ready to stay my happy life where I used to be.
Yes. All right, Mr. Wilson, are you having any challenges that we are able to assist you with?
Yeah, there's people that tend to call me at 6:30, 6 o'clock, because they were used for all those years knowing that I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I need to change my phone.
Or block,
No,
or turn your ringer off, or silence, no alerts, that kind of thing. Mr. Griffin can tell you how to do that on your phone. I can't tell you, but Mr. Griffin can tell you.
Yeah, there's so many important things that I do have to answer. Emergencies and different things. I know my niece calls me every day, I love you. But I told her, look, you got to do it at 9 o'clock now. But the program is doing good. The contact with Mr. Griffin is wonderful. He doesn't treat me like I'm a old senior citizen. I'm just a person that is involved in the program and dealing with the program, and mentorship can come from many different ages and many different ways. It's the subject matter, and it's the professionalism and the personalism of a person that can actually help you along. And I appreciate that from Mr. Griffin.
Wonderful. We appreciate you too, Mr. Griffin. All right, I'm going to hear from Mr. Griffin. Are there any other updates that you need to give with respect to Mr. Wilson? And then I'll open the floor for the team if there's anything else from the team. Go ahead, Mr. Griffin.
Oh, Your Honor, Mr. Wilson is doing great. No problems with Mr. Wilson. Like I said, his connection back with his daughters, his grandkids, and things like that. That's been wonderful. He's completed the classes. We work in community service. He's mentoring, still giving back, humble. That's one thing I can say about Mr. Wilson, his status and everything. But when he came to the program, he didn't give me any fuss or anything. He just accepted, what has been done, and he's dealing with it. So proud to see that, and proud to see him moving forward. It's a pleasure to talk to him. Sometimes we get on the phone and we be on the phone. I look up, we've been on the phone 30 to 45 minutes just talking. So, that's always good. So I just want to encourage him. Your Honor, he has a 24-month contract. He's been with us since December the 17th of 2020. So, we're working towards that goal. probably be recommending promotion at the next status hearing. But other than that, testing, Mr. Wilson is doing fine, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Wilson?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, Mr. Wilson, I want you to keep up the great work that you're doing. Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. Wilson?
I'll be having a face-to-face telephone call with Mr. Wilson on April the 7th, 2022, Your Honor, and that'll be at 10:35 a.m.
All right, and his next court date should be the following week. What do we have?
He's the phase 3 program, Your Honor.
Right, but I'm still using it for all of the
Okay. So after April the 7th, he'll come back and see you on April the 14th.
All right. Was April 7th his?
That's his
super week?
face-to-face.
That's its 3 weeks?
That's 3 weeks.
All right. Why don't you do the face-to-face the second week, and then let's have the court date April 7th.
Okay, that's fine.
We do that? All right, very good. So his face-to-face would be on what date?
That'll be the 28th.
All right, March 28th, and that would be at 10:35. And then his court date would be April 7th at 8:35 a.m.
Okay.
Thank you for making that adjustment. All right, Mr. Wilson, I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Oh, that's no problem. Everybody
right, take care.
enjoy their weekend.
You do the same. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Hart, you are up next. I have the following for you, Z808081. State your full name for me, Mr. Hart.
George William Hart.
The fourth, right? The fourth. How
Yep.
are you this morning?
Forget. Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. What's different about you? You look different today. What's going on?
Oh, I cut all my hair off.
Is that what it is? You cut all your hair off?
Yep.
And I've never seen you in a t-shirt before.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's
I'm so
warm
sorry.
today.
Yes.
Did you see me
Usually
hot
there's a
flashing
color.
earlier? Did you see me over here about to self-destruct?
Yes. And look, you're not wearing pearls. We're both different today.
I have on some pearls. They're just different.
They're not the same pearls that I'm
They're
used
not
to.
the same pearls. No, they're not. They're not the same. I switched it up today. And you noticed. Look at you.
I
All
noticed as soon
right.
as I saw you.
All right. Very good. Mr. Hart, you seem like you're in a good place today. Are things going well?
Things are going actually super great.
Okay, can you share with me some things that are going well? Super great.
Oh, I just applied for a second job. I see my counselor twice a week, and then I see a psychiatrist once a month. We're getting there. Life has been good.
That is wonderful. Are you feeling good about yourself these days?
I am. I'm feeling a heck of a lot better. I still am, and I will always continue to have like my doubts with counseling, but I will always hold on to what you said is you have to participate, and I participate, and sometimes I'm bawling my eyes out for 3 hours, but my counselor is great. She schedules me towards her lunch. So that way, like if the session goes longer, then she just goes through lunch.
Yeah.
Funny.
I love it. Mr. Hart, I am so proud of you that even though you had some reluctance with respect to counseling, that you kept your word. You're in there and you're participating. And it sounds like you're making some progress.
I am making a lot of progress. My subject this week was ambivalence. And I realized everyone in the courtroom is ambivalent. We all have to make the choice to either drink or not drink. And we pay the consequence if we do. So, I mean, I've come a long way, I think, where I'm using court as accountability. Now I'm accountable for myself.
Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. You are doing very well. I'm very proud of you. And I always love to hear when I understand nobody really enjoys going to counseling, at least not when you first start. But it's so enjoyable for me when I hear people kind of connect the dots and see maybe it's not all that bad. Maybe there is some good that can come out of it.
My recommendation for everyone is what you actually say is journal. Just write, like, especially starting out. You don't have to write a lot, just write something, like just a feeling that you're feeling that day. And then that way in 6 months, you get to go look back and you're like, okay, well, I've come this far. Like, I have come this far in 6 months. What can I do in the next 6 months? But I don't know.
Thank you, Mr. Hart. That's a great recommendation. I'm a big journaling person. I have loads of journals. I've journaled since I was, oh my goodness, I know at least the age of 16. And so if something ever happens to me, there's one box of journals that only my best friend can take and destroy. So, but yeah, it's therapeutic. It really is. And it's good to gauge your progress because sometimes you feel like you're not going anywhere, right? Like I'm not better or I haven't made any progress. When you journal, you get to actually look at it. And what was I feeling in real time 6 months ago? And where am I today in real time? And you can see your growth. And so that's wonderful. That's wonderful for you to share with the courtroom this morning. Are you having any issues, any concerns that you need us to help you with?
I'm not having any issues or concerns. I'm doing really good.
All right. You're all moved in and settled?
Not completely. Still kind of bouncing around. I have everything is packed, but I'm still bouncing around looking for the right place.
Okay. All right. I hope
But,
you find it.
yeah, with a second job, it'll be a heck of a lot easier.
All right. Very good. Okay. I want to hear from the case manager and then I'll open the floor to the team as to Mr. Hart.
Like Mr. Hart stated, he's doing very well. Glad I talked to him earlier this week to see that treatment is going well, that he's really getting something out of it. Like he's learning a lot about himself, just opening up him, regaining relationships with his family and things like that. So very proud of him with that. Congratulations on, applying for the second job. I did talk to Mr. Hart, some things that we need to get going. Told him about making payments. We're going to get started on the community service. He actually is a candidate for the May graduation. So he got some things that he need to do. So he's well aware of that. But other than that, he's been in compliance with your order, Your Honor, as far as testing and being in compliance with the program.
All right. Very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Hart?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, Mr. Hart, I'm proud of you. Keep up the great work that you're doing. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Mr. Griffin, give us those dates.
Yep, Mr. Hart is in phase 2 of our 3-phase program. So I'll bring him back on March the 28th for a face-to-face, and then I'll bring him back on April the 7th to have a Zoom hearing with you.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Hart?
Yep.
Okay, wonderful. Good to see you. Have a wonderful rest of the week and weekend. And we're here if you need us before your next dates, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. I am ready to go to Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, your case is up. Where did he go? I just saw him and now he's disappeared. Oh, there he is. I can see you. Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Brown.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. I have case number Z808-2201. Mr. Brown, state your full name.
Kevin Brown.
All right. How are things going with you, Mr. Brown?
Everything going all right.
It's going all right. Tell me what's going all right.
I mean, I'm working, going to my groups, dropping there twice a week, living.
Living, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That one caught me off guard. I don't think I've ever had anybody just living. You caught me off guard, Mr. Brown, but that's right. That's a good thing, right? To be living. Absolutely. All right, Mr. Brown, are you having any challenges with anything?
No, Your Honor.
No challenges. All right. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you, or if you've learned anything.
Past mistakes don't define who you are. That's what I've been learning.
Past mistakes do not define who you are. You are absolutely right. I hope everybody in the courtroom is listening to that. You are absolutely right, Mr. Brown. You get to make some new choices, right? And you get to do some new things at any point in life, right? There you go. Are you having no challenges with the program at all?
Oh,
All right. Are you glad you stayed with us?
yeah, I am.
You are. Why are you glad you stayed with us, Mr. Brown? You had those little one-word answers today. I'm gonna keep talking to you till you talk to me. Come on. Why are you glad you stayed with us? I thought we got past that, Mr. Brown. Come on, tell me why you're happy.
I mean, I'm happy because I'm learning new things, learning how to stay focused, making the right decisions in life.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. You're keeping company with some good folks.
Yeah.
All right. And they know what you're trying to accomplish in life.
Yes, they do.
And they're supporting you in those efforts.
Yes, ma'am, they are.
All right. Ms. Brown, you have any questions for us this morning?
Nope.
All right. I'm gonna let you slide this morning, Mr. Brown. At least I got a smile this morning. I think the last hearing you had, Mr. Yancey, was the first time you had ever smiled. And so I'm gonna go with that. All right, Mr. Yancey, tell me what's going on with Mr. Brown.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Brown, he's doing pretty good. He's still at Detroit Recovery Project. I'm just trying to get a progress report from them. I've verified that he's there. I'm just looking for some paperwork. His screenings he's in compliant with his screenings. And he is, like he said, he is working. He thought that was going to be an issue with our program, but we figured some things out and some time management out. And, now he's really working the program to the best of his ability. And I think some things are changing in his life, especially his surroundings and some of the people he's dealing with. So I don't think it's easy, but he's doing it, and it's getting better as we go. So as long as we have a little bit of patience, I think he'll continue to be glad he stayed with us. That was in question at one point, but the last two hearings we've had, things have been changing. So we just looking forward to continued positive change. And right now we're happy with Mr. Brown.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Brown?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right. What's next for Mr. Brown, Mr. Yancey?
Yeah, we want to have Mr. Brown come back on April 4th for Zoom hearing at 8:35.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Brown?
Yes, I got that, ma'am.
All right, very good. We'll see you then. We're available should you need us before that date, okay?
All right.
All right, take care. Good to see you.
So thank you.
All right, bye-bye. All right, I'm ready to go to Mr. Manning. Mr. Manning, if you could unmute for me. Good morning to you, Mr. Manning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
A little bit on the downside. Lost a childhood friend a few days ago. So
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
couple of days, just been feeling a little down, that's all.
Okay. What are you doing about it, Mr. Brown, Mr. Manning?
Oh, I just been really just been sitting in the house, just reminiscing on the little times that we did have that we shared as we was growing up. It was the young man that was killed in the Wayne State area the other day. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Oh, I did.
It's a childhood friend of mine. So it's just been I went by and saw his sons yesterday just to talk with them for a minute, and just been trying to deal with that. That's all.
All right. Other than staying in the house, are you doing anything else to deal with it?
No, just I'm really enjoying, I live by myself, so I really just enjoy being in the house, just watching TV, that's all. we don't be trying to get out as much as, get out and about really.
All right. Are you still talking to your counselor?
Yes, yes. Actually, I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet about the situation at hand, but
Okay.
I was planning on talking to him about it though.
All right. And I'm so glad to hear that. Be proactive. I'm not going to add anything additional to your plate. What I'm going to do is encourage you to talk to your counselor about a sudden loss. A sudden loss can cause different responses, right?
Yes.
And so we want to be proactive. I am so sorry to hear that you lost a loved one to whatever it was. I'm sure it was senseless. And so, and I hope that you will be able to continue to progress in your recovery as you've been doing since you've been with us.
Yeah,
Okay.
he actually supposed to start at work with me yesterday. That's what, I had introduced him to my supervisor, and he's supposed to have started yesterday, but unfortunately he wasn't able to.
Yeah. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am. Mr. Manning, I want you to know we're here for you if you need us, okay?
Okay.
All right. We might not have all the answers, but we can tell you how to get them and or we can get them for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Has anything else been going on? And thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. A lot of times people come on and tell me everything is great in their lives. Thank you for trusting us enough to share with us that you're hurting in an area that, you don't have any control over. And so
Right.
thank you
You
for
are.
sharing that. All right.
Actually, as far as a group, I like going to my group meetings actually. We actually have a lot of people who come in and share their life history with us from their downfalls to where they are now. And that's one of the main reasons why I like going to group, because we deal with a lot of people who was in this same predicament that we are in or worse, but they doing much better now.
All right, very good. So doesn't that inspire you that you can beat this, you can be in a better position and all of those good things?
Yes, it really does motivate me though. It does. That's why I like being in the group though.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you for sharing that as well. Very good. All right, is there anything you need us to help you with? Anything you're struggling with?
No, ma'am, not at this time. Actually, me and my girlfriend went down to the courthouse a few weeks ago. I thought we applied the bond towards my probation, but somewhere down the line, it was a problem. I don't know what it was. Because they gave her a call a few days ago and told her that she had to come back down there and give her ID back over. I don't know. It's something with the courthouse that's going on. I don't know.
All right, Miss Matt, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, can you check into that for me? I know on several occasions, Ms. Cleveland, correct me if I'm wrong, I have ordered that his bond be applied to his balance. And even if it was a third party, I believe, Ms. Cleveland, you gave him instructions on how to get the third party bond applied to his balance. And so I'm not certain why the cashiers would be sending anybody away and then they have to come back. That's one thing that I don't like to see happen. People get discouraged and they give up. So if you could follow up and find out, I know you're not a cashier and you don't have any control over that, but if you could follow up and find out what's the issue so that Ms. Cleveland can give Mr. Manning the proper instructions and so that he can come down and get it done.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Matt.
Sorry about that.
I'll find out. No problem.
Okay, wonderful. And then Mr. Manning, in the future, if you come down to 36th District Court and they don't answer your question at that window and point, make sure that you accomplish what you came to do, my courtroom is right on the first floor. You can stop in the courtroom. We'll call Ms. Cleveland. I'm in courtroom 133. We'll call Ms. Cleveland down. We'll work with you because I do not like people having to make multiple trips to the courthouse, okay?
Okay, but she actually signed a paper that day. And they said it was going to be applied that day, but I don't know exactly what happened. So,
all right, Ms. Mack will look into it and then let us know, and then Ms. Cleveland will get back to you and let you know what happened. Okay.
Okay.
All right, very good. Any other questions for the team this morning?
No, ma'am, not at this time.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, what do you have with respect, anything additional as to Mr. Manning?
Thank you, Your Honor. First of all, I just want to say my condolences to you and your family over the loss of your friend. I know that experience is harrowing, and I know especially to have it publicized the way it was, I saw on the news yesterday. Mr. Manning is doing what he's supposed to. I have received a good progress report from the counseling services. However, I do want to say that Mr. Manning must maintain good contact with him, and especially now when you're going through this situation, your counselor is a good person to talk to. I have spoken with him myself, and I know he can, be a good listening ear for you with this situation that you're dealing with, and so you can stay on track as well. Your Honor, he did mention to me about the bond issue, so I'm glad that we're going to be able to investigate that for him. And he is staying organized through his journaling. He is outfitted with his global supervision, which he is utilizing. I'm very proud of him about that. I was asking if he could be moved to Fridays, but it's so interesting because I'm looking at our calendar and the next 3 Fridays are we're not even available the next 3 Fridays. So he is in phase.
Due to training and court closures,
Yes.
right? Okay.
So
I was about to say, where are y'all gonna be for 3 Fridays? And I'm not gonna be there with y'all.
Yes.
I got it now. Okay.
So he is phase 1. I'm not quite ready to make the recommendation for promotion. However, he is on a good path, and I think he can be recommended for that in the very near future. But I just need to find out how we want to do his court date as a phase 1 participant. Because he would normally be on the 1st, but we're training, and then the 7th, I could put him on for the 7th, but that does take him 3 weeks out.
Considering going outside and grabbing my jacket.
You should.
He can do the 28th.
The 28th is okay? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay, so Your Honor, would that be okay if we did the is 9:45 okay for you, Mr. Manning, if we did Tuesday, the 29th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because I know he's working every day, Your Honor.
All right. And so Mr. Manning, is Mr. Manning having any issues, Miss Cleveland?
Not that I'm noticing. He got a good progress report. I do want him to call Mr. Killing immediately so that he can have a good consultation with him. And then I'll follow up with that as well.
All right. The reason I am asking you is because let's schedule Mr. Manning, since he's doing well, as an incentive on today. Let's schedule him for a face-to-face over the phone with you on March 28th. We'll schedule that for 10:30 a.m. You all can work out the logistics, and then we'll schedule him a court date the following week.
Yes.
Thank
you, Your
So
Honor.
what would that following week be? Would that be the April 7th day?
No, that would be the oh yes, it would, the 7th day.
All right. And so his return to court won't be until April 7th
Yes.
at 8:35 a.m. But Mr. Manning, you know that we are here should you need us, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Anything
sorry.
else, Ms. Cleveland?
Well, Friday, that
Ms. Cleveland, we can't hear you if you're talking to us.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes, that's fine. We were just discussing his next court date, but yes, the 7th is good.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Manning, I want you to do well. I don't know, Mr. Reed, did you have something you wanted to add?
Judge, I just wanted to tell Mr. Manning, I'm sorry for your loss. I know you're down now, but believe me, it will get better. Keep up the good work, sir. Be safe. Again, I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Reed.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Reed. Okay, and so, Mr. Manning, do well, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks unless you need us before then, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right. I am ready to go to Cody Hannah. Good morning, Mr. Hannah. I'm going to place your case numbers on the record very quickly. I have the following. All right. I have the following: U 563-13120, U563-09620, U563-09920, U563-13420, U563-13620, U563-14120, U563-14920, U563-15020, U575-84020, U575-99320, and then case number U581-17920. Mr. Hannah, state your full name for me, please.
Cody Hannah.
All right, Mr. Hannah. Are you at the church this morning at Lake Ridge?
Yeah.
You
yeah,
are?
yeah.
Okay, are you working or you're just there?
Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment in about an hour from now, and then I'm going to work. But yeah.
All right, very good. How are you doing, Mr. Hannah?
I'm good. I'm doing good, actually. Really good, actually.
Tell me what's really good. Let me tell you what I wrote in my notes about you. I wrote this big asterisk and then I put so proud of him. I am. I'm so proud of you, Mr. Hannah. You have really overcome some obstacles, and I hope you see the value in you. Tell me what's real good.
Oh, I mean, just everything's going good. My job, haven't missed no tests, no therapy. I'm enrolling back to get my GED. Actually, I'm either gonna do the GED or the high school diploma, and it's a 2-day. It's like a two course thing at a time because I'm only like 6 credits away or 7 credits away from getting my high school diploma. So I'm about to do that. So I've just been reading a lot lately and it's really working.
That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Look at you, Mr.
Yeah, I talked to Mr. Williams. I talked to Mr. Williams about the heat program or whatever it is, so I don't have to do arms because that's like one of the last things I got to complete. So I think he said it's like a 3-piece course and it's like an hour and a half or hour and 45 minutes at a time or something like that.
I'm not certain how many classes it is, but we all went through heat training. The staff, we went through heat, the team, we went through heat training, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah. He said it's supposed to be a good class, so you know.
Very good, very good. How are you feeling about where you are on this journey, Mr. Hannah?
I'm good. I mean, everything's fine. I wanted to ask, because I remember because we haven't had court in like a little, some time now. Because I'm coming up on my completion here, like sometime next month or at the end of this month or sometime in the next month. So like I was wondering, like, because I didn't have like a specific amount of time that I had to be here. So like, I've been looking at 2 places to move into. So like, I was just wondering if like that is approved or.
So what I'd like you to do is get with Miss Cleveland, because we want to make sure that wherever you're moving to, that it's good for you to continue on this path of recovery that you're on. And so Miss Cleveland will talk to you about, and actually she has to talk to the team about what projected dates of completion will look like. But if you are looking to move independently, I'd like you to work with Miss Cleveland so we can make sure we're making some good moves for you, okay? Or that you're making some good moves for yourself, okay?
Yeah, just like 2 of the situations. One, I was either gonna rent some space from a close friend of mine's house, or me and a very good friend of mine are gonna, go in on a house together. So, I'd be having my own address and whatnot soon, so.
All right. I want you to work with Miss Cleveland on that to get the particulars and all that good stuff. Okay. And then if Miss Cleveland can connect you, maybe even if you need some resources that can help you with getting into your own place. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I even have like one location that's like right by my work, and it would just be like me renting space out of somebody's house pretty much. And it's literally like right by my job and like right by Jams. It's in between like 11 and 12 Mile by Harper, like in between Gratiot and that area, St. Clair Shores. So.
Okay.
No, I just wanted to bring it up in court, so you're not like, well, he didn't say nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I appreciate it, and that gives me an opportunity to do what Miss Cleveland does me. I'll be able to text her or email her and say, hey, what's going on, Mr. Hannah, and his wanting to live independently. And so, thank you for sharing that with me. All right.
Okay.
Anything else going on that you need to share with the court this morning?
Not that I can think of.
No? All right. Do you
Yeah,
have any
everything.
questions for us?
Yeah, besides what I just mentioned, not really, no. Everything's going good.
All right. Very good. They're treating you well where you are?
Yeah, I mean, now like I'm in the last phase of here, so like really I'm, besides work and going to jams, I mean, I'm here, when I rest and for my groups, really I'm not here too often, not at least anymore.
Okay. And you're still making good decisions, good moves?
Yeah, I ain't missed a test, I ain't missed therapy, I ain't missed nothing. Like
All
I ain't
right.
missed anything. Yeah, so
You're doing well, Cody Hannah, and I'm very, very
yeah.
proud of you. I
Yeah,
am.
but that if I'm just being honest, that like me getting on that shot, like I go today, like, and I'm dropping my dose down to the last dose. So like within 2 to 3 months, I won't be on like any substances or anything. I stopped taking my sleeping medication, everything. So like I'm feeling really good for real.
Look at you. That is awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I hope you are as proud of yourself as we are.
Yeah, no, I've been okay. I mean, me and my girlfriend had split up after I made a few bad decisions, and like we're working on things, but it's like it's giving me a lot of time to like focus on really what I'm doing and like really what I want to do. So, and like I told you last time, I wouldn't take back what I did because I wouldn't have got out of it what I got out of it right now. So,
Yeah, very good. I love your outlook on things. When is the last time you've seen Officer E?
I seen him. I was on a call for the city. A few weeks ago. I think it was maybe a month. If it was down by the substation, down by the Renaissance Center.
Okay.
And it was a city call for a bunch of people who were homeless down on Hart Plaza, and he had pulled up, and I was moving a lot of guys out of there, and we had got them into a hotel, and a lot of them got housed now. But yeah, I think that was the last time I seen him actually in person.
Okay. All right. Very
Yeah.
good. All right. All right, Miss Cleveland, what do you have on Mr. Hannah? You reported that he's doing exceptionally well.
Yes, Your Honor. And it's just as I stated in staffing, and now on the record, he is compliant with all your court orders. He's doing very well. He's had at minimum at least 60 plus days of sobriety. And that's based on, why he was brought to the location that he's at. He's committed. He's telling me all the time how he feels good and how this is making him want to do better and want to make sure that he can get independent living and make sure that he progresses forward in the program so he can graduate successfully. And I'm sure he's on a good path right now and he's doing well. I would like to ask for an incentive for him, Your Honor, because he's scheduled, he's in phase 2, and he's scheduled of a 3-phase program. He's scheduled for a face-to-face on April 7th, 2022. And I just would like to maintain that for him at 10:35 a.m. and then have him continue with a court date after that. But I want him to also come and just come to graduation as an invitee. He still has some time in the program, but I think that would be nice for him to see as well.
Absolutely. All participants, all of the individuals that are in our treatment programs are required to show up for the graduation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes. So Mr. Hannah, make sure you save that date, okay?
What was it? You said May 17th?
May 19th. Am I getting that right? May 19th? Yes. Okay.
May 19th?
Yes.
Okay.
To attend the specialty court program.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Anything else from any of the other team members asked Mr. Hannah?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, very good. Keep up the great work, Mr. Hannah. You'll have your face-to-face with Miss Cleveland. And then Miss Cleveland, did you have a return to court date? It should be the following week for Mr. Hannah.
Your Honor, yes, he can come back for the in-person Zoom hearing on April 14th, 2022 via Zoom at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Hannah?
April 14th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Good seeing you. Take good care of yourself.
Okay, I will. Thank you very
All
much.
right. You're very welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay.
All
Bye-bye.
right, Ms. Richardson, I know that you're at work on your break. I'm going to call your matters now. I have case number SP 110-32971, SP 116-18892, and Z 806-9551. Ms. Richardson, unmute and state your name for the record.
Ashley Richardson.
All right, Ms. Richardson, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm sorry I came in late. One of my residents passed away and we had to prepare her family.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know that we made an exception so that you could get back to work. I'm so sorry to hear that. Listen, you're in the healthcare field. I want you to make sure that you talk with your counselor about the experience of a loss, okay? Uh-oh, she frozen?
Okay.
Did you hear me, Ms. Richardson?
Yes, I heard you.
Okay. All right. Make sure you talk to them about it. All right. Just to check in,
Okay.
make sure you're good. All right.
Okay.
All right. How are you doing with work in the program?
I'm doing good. Last week, Wednesday, group, I overslept from work and I missed it, but I texted him and let him know it won't happen again.
Okay.
It
All right.
won't.
Ma'am. You can't miss your group. You weren't on earlier when somebody said how beneficial group is to
It
them.
is. It
So what are you learning in your groups?
Wow, that my problems don't even compare to like some of the other people problems that they're going through, and the struggle that they're having. Carlina, you copy?
Yeah, that's okay.
I put 205.
Right. Absolutely. Is there anything that you're struggling with, Ms. Richardson, that you need us to help you with?
Right now, not really. I had gotten a car accident the other day, leaving work, and well, I got a rental now.
Okay.
But that's probably my only concern right now.
All right. Nobody
Yeah,
was
other
hurt,
than that,
right?
I'm okay.
Nobody was hurt.
No, nobody.
Right? Okay. Good. That's a good thing. How are your babies doing?
They're doing good. I had I had Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off, so I was able to see them finally. And
Okay.
spend some time with them.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah,
Very
they're
good.
going.
All right. Very good. Do you see a difference in yourself, Ms. Richardson?
Yes, yes. I
Tell me
do.
one thing you can share that's different.
That's different. My attitude is different. My head is more clearer now than when I was smoking marijuana and drinking. I can think straighter now.
Yes. I'm glad you see that.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoy that feeling, right?
I do.
Okay.
I mean, I'm around a whole different group of friends now that's like more motivating and that's not into that, and it feel good.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, what do you have for Ms. Richardson?
Yes, Your Honor, Ms. Richardson, she's in phase 2. She's been doing pretty well. Seems like her new employment fits her pretty well besides what happened recently, but it's a lot of ups and downs to the field that she's in. But I think she's still a good fit for that. She's still, besides that one session, she's still making her sessions with Mr. Black at All Wellbeing. Her screenings are good. She had already paid her fines and costs. So we're going at a pretty good pace at this time. And she's working her program, doing well at her employment. So, besides that car accident, I think all is well right now. So she's doing pretty good.
All right, very good. Anything from Mr. Reed as to Ms. Richardson?
No, Judge, thank you. Keep up the good work, though, Ms. Richardson. Be safe.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
All right. What's next for Ms. Richardson? Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, we want to do a April 4th, 2022 face-to-face at 10:35. And then we want to do a April 11th, 2022 Zoom hearing, if possible, at 9:35.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. All right. Ms. Richardson, did you get those dates?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Go back to work, try to have a good day, and make sure you're taking good care of yourself while you're taking care of others, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. Good to see you.
Bye. Good to see you.
All right. All right, Ms. Macklin, I am ready for you. I have case number 18N6213. Ms. Macklin, state your full name for me.
Pilar Macklin.
All right, where's the rest of your face? There you are. All right, are you okay today?
Yeah, I'm so sorry about being late. I'm so sorry,
Late.
but I'm fine.
Okay. All right, you taking care of business. Don't you try to mock me, Miss Macklin. I see you. Miss Macklin, taking care of business.
Yes,
You are.
absolutely. Still
All right.
testing. I got a new counseling center. You know, I finished at DRP.
Right.
I'm at Access now.
Okay, what made you go to Access?
I ended up calling the 1-800 number, which was recommended by my recovery coach over at DRP.
Okay.
And he said they could hook me up with some trauma counseling.
Okay, and are you doing the trauma counseling now?
I am. I'm in the beginning stages. I have like one more interview before I can get connected with the actual counselor. But right now I have a case manager there and I can talk to her about anything. I have her number. She calls me to check on me and I can call her if I have any problems.
Okay, very good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of you, young lady. You are doing the things that you need to do to help yourself. I love it. I love it. That's what we have to do throughout life, right? You don't have to wait to get in trouble or to have a case at a court and then have a judge and everybody telling you these are the things you must do. You can assess some things in your own life and say, hey, wait a minute, I need some help. And let me find out what resources are available. So I applaud you for doing that. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. What's been difficult for you since the last time I've seen you?
Honestly, things are just getting easier for me.
They are.
Nothing's been difficult. Different, yes. What's been different is everybody around me is seeming to like their situation. Cause you know, I like to help everybody, but everybody's situation is getting better. So it's taking a load off of me. Like, for example, my sister, you know, she just got some good news about her case.
Ma'am, let me tell you something. That has
my mom, her
impacted
health
all
is
of our
intact.
lives.
I'm sorry?
Your sister's good news has impacted all of our lives.
I'm real happy for her.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom is in good health. My siblings are doing good. Everything is good.
Yes.
Everything is good.
And guess what? You are sober to be able to see it, to take it in, to be a part of it, and to enjoy it and build some new memories, right?
Yeah, right.
That's good. That's good. How's work going?
It's crazy. I told you I started a new business, plus I'm still working like for the company that I've been working for.
Right.
So like going back and forth between the two, working part-time for each one, it's crazy, but it's nice.
Okay,
it's not paying that well right now, but it's all right.
What did you tell me your new business was?
Real estate.
Okay, I got you mixed up with someone else. All right. So real
What you thought I was doing?
No, somebody was doing a clothing line. They were doing the virtual clothing line. I can't remember who it was. And so we
tried that. It didn't work out for me.
It didn't. We like to know what business our participants are in. It's just a good thing to know. You never know who you're gonna need and what you're gonna
what resources you can pick up from. Yeah, I know.
There you go. All right, very good. You have any questions for the team today?
No, I do want to tell you something that I learned though.
Oh, please do.
You almost forgot.
I did. Come on,
Yeah.
please do.
So I learned to never allow someone else to make you feel bad for who you used to be.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's deep. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But I'm
my
learning that.
goodness. The operative word is used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the operative words, used to be.
Yeah.
Don't allow them to do it to you. I love it. What a wonderful thing to learn at such a young age.
Yeah.
Wish I had learned it at your age. Walked around with my head down for a number of decisions I made as a younger person of what I used to be. But when I learned, I don't have to do that. Oh my
Right.
goodness, that you get empowered. Yeah, and then you'll learn that the person you used to be, that you can use that experience to help someone else.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you can pick your friends, you can pick the places you go into, you can choose the situations you want to be in. Like, I'm in control completely and I like it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, don't let me forget to ask Pilar Macklin what she learned when she comes to her hearings. She not having it. All right, let me hear from the case manager.
Your Honor, she is reporting accurately. She's doing very, very, very well. I've had a discussion with her yesterday. We talked for a while, and she did update me on the progress of her business venture, which seems like it's moving in the right direction and it's going to become lucrative soon. We're all praying for that. That's for sure. Your Honor, she has completed everything. She's paid in full. She's done her arms. She's making very good progress on the Smart Start. And I am going to recommend her for graduation at our upcoming ceremony on May 19th. Yes, because and that is earlier graduation for her, but by about 2 months. But she's just stellar. She went through the program and really embraced it and has done everything you've asked her to do and helped others as well. Somebody else that was very close to her, she's helped her along too. So I'm very proud of her.
Thank you.
Right. I am very proud of her too. All right, Mr. Reed, anything you want to say?
Yes, Judge, congratulations, a good report. Congratulations on the upcoming graduation, May 19th. You're welcome. You're close to the finish line. You're close to the end. Keep up the good work. We're proud of you. Be safe and don't listen to what people say about you. Don't worry about anything people like to talk about people. Don't pay any attention to it. Thank you.
I know that's right. I ain't. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's right.
All right. Very good. If nothing else, Miss Cleveland, what's next for Miss Macklin?
Well, Your Honor, I have one more recommendation as well for her incentive for just doing a wonderful job in the program. I would like to recommend reduction in testing to 1 time a week random through her graduation date.
All right. Any objection from the team as to a reduction in testing?
No objections, Judge. Thank you.
He said, I'm listening. All right, then I'm going to grant your request. I'm reducing the testing effective immediately, 1 time per week, random, unless you get a call from Ms. Cleveland saying the judge wants you to go test an additional time. It'll be 1 time random. Continue to call every day. If there's an issue, you reach out to Ms. Cleveland, okay?
Okay, thank you so much for that.
Yes, ma'am. All right, well, we are excited for you. I'm excited about what's going on in your family and look forward to honoring you during our graduation. Yes. All right.
Thank you.
All right. You are very welcome. Take care. We did get her dates, right?
Not yet, Your Honor.
No, not yet.
I believe I'm going to do the face-to-face, if that's okay, Your Honor, on April 7th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. and then schedule her for a court appearance via Zoom on April 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Ms. Macklin?
Yep, I just wrote it down.
All right. Very good. If nothing else, enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Thank y'all so much for everything. I really appreciate y'all more than y'all know.
And thank you for accepting the help. We appreciate it.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. All right, before I call the case that was not on my docket today, I need to just clarify some things that are on my docket. I'm gonna start first with Joe Adams. I have case number 12057366901. Mr. Adams is scheduled for 8:35. Is everything okay?
I believe so, Your Honor. I did have contact with him. I think it was early in the week. He's not missing. He's still making his screenings. I'm not really sure why he wasn't on. I didn't know if he got on late and was not allowed in, but I
No,
had
I don't
to.
have the doorbell on at
Oh,
all.
okay. I'm not sure. I emailed him while we were in court, so I will try to reach out and call him. Is there any way we can put him on for tomorrow at 8:35?
Yes, I'll put him on tomorrow, which is the 18th of March. I'll adjourn him to 8:35. Ms. Yancey, as you always do, if you find out something different, please let me know what's going on, okay?
I will do that.
All right, wonderful, thank you. I also have for Ronnie Griffin, Z8080571. He's scheduled for 8:35.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm under the same condition with Mr. Griffin. I reached out to him and gave him his upcoming court date reminder. I tried to contact him while we were in court, and he's not responded. And I also tried to contact his counselor, who has not responded. He's doing well. He has tested negative through up until yesterday, actually. He was called and tested. So I don't know what's happening. I hope he's okay, but I'm asking if he can be placed on tomorrow's docket so I can investigate to find out what's going on with him. He's doing good. I got a good progress report and everything from him for him.
All right. And so is he at Elmhurst?
Yes, Your Honor, in the paid living. He's doing the paid living there.
All right. So follow up, circle back to me today, Ms. Cleveland, let me know what's going on. I'll go ahead and adjourn him till tomorrow, March 18th at 8:35 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to drop down to David Hughes, 204-554-001, also scheduled for 8:35. Does anybody know who Mr. Hughes is?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Barton, have you all looked at an ROA?
No, Judge, I have not. He's not an A person, so I don't
No,
know.
but it says reviews, so that's why I need to know. Miss Mack, if you could send an ROA over to me, please, so I can find out who Mr. Hughes is, okay? Thank you. All right, I have Lamar Irby, 210-444-2601. For Mr. Irby.
Your Honor, I'm not sure where Mr. Irby is. I did talk to him Friday. I usually talk to him almost weekly, so he must have got his dates crossed.
Okay, listen, y'all, I already have a 2-page docket on tomorrow.
Oh.
I'll adjourn him till tomorrow, but I need you all to circle back to me today if some of these folks can fall off, or if I need to put out warrants or what have you. I'll definitely do that. But I'll go ahead and adjourn him so we don't waste resources, Ms. Yancey. I'll adjourn him till tomorrow, the 18th at 8:35.
Thank you.
All right. And then I have Javon Manning. Did we do that Manning already?
Yes, Your Honor, he was in court.
I know I didn't put his case number on the record. My apologies. He didn't seem like himself today and he started sharing and I forgot to put the case number. So it would have been Z8080701.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. I have for Toya Milton, Z800982 and Z8081261. I know that Ms. Milton, Mr. Yancey, I believe you've informed me that she is out due to a death of a very close relative. And so we gave her a new date. What is that new date?
Your Honor, we gave her March 28th, I believe. at 8:35.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Yancey.
Yes.
I am going to now drop down to 10:35 for Gregory Grunwald, Z 806-6981. For Mr. Grunwald.
That's my case, Your Honor. Mr. Grunwald is doing fine. No problems. He's going to be a candidate for our May graduation. So I talked to him about getting his money paid and doing everything that he need to do, finishing up community service. But other than that, he's doing fine, Your Honor. He'll be coming back to see you on April the 7th, 2022, and that will be at 8:35 a.m. for a Zoom hearing.
All right, very good, wonderful. All right, I have for Stepan Moskal, 200-440-8901. Mr. Griffin.
Mr. Moscow is doing fine. I talked to him also on yesterday. No problems with him. I'm gonna have him come back on March the 28th, 2022, and that'll be at 8:35 a.m.
Wonderful. And then Mr. Griffin, for Mr. Moscow, as well as, who's the other gentleman? His name?
Pavlo Kuliak.
Mr. Kuliak, yes. If you could just maybe indicate to their providers about making sure they determine whether or not they need additional resources.
Okay.
Because of what's going on in the Ukraine, and they
Okay.
both have close relatives that are currently living in the Ukraine.
Okay, Your Honor.
So, all right, very good. Thank you so much. I have a Joyce Rich, 0523430.
Talked to Ms. Rich. She's doing fine. Talked to her counselor, Ms. Gaines. She sent over her completion. She completed the outpatient treatment. So she's continuing to make payments. No problem with Ms. Rich. She'll be coming back to see you also on April the 7th, 2022, Your Honor, and that will be at 8:35 a.m.
All right, and for Ms. Rich, can you please, what was I gonna say about Ms. Rich? There was something that jumped out at me about Ms. Rich. It'll come back to me. See, I have those moments, Mr. Reed. Did you see that? All right. I thought it and I didn't write it down. All right. All right, let's keep going. I know what it was. The continuum of care. You said you completed the outpatient treatment. Let's make sure we get the continuum of care so she knows what she should still be doing, and that will become a part of my order.
Okay, fine. Yep, I did talk to Ms. Gaines. I talked to both of them on the phone 2 days ago, so I'll make sure I update that.
Okay, wonderful. I have for Mr. Cifuentes, 200-564-2801.
Yes, Your Honor. I talked to him yesterday. You would think he's taking the English classes instead of Mr. Pedroza, because he can understand me and I can understand him. So he's doing well. He's doing everything. He's probably got 150 AA classes and paid his fines and costs. He's just really doing well. I want to put him down for April 14 of this year at 8:35. So I can connect him with the same date as Mr. Pedroza, because I cannot do face-to-faces with Mr. Pedroza.
Okay, Mr. Yancey.
Did I say something funny? I didn't know.
Nope. I'm not going back. No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. All right, very good. So Mr. Cifuentes will be April 14th this will be at 8:35. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Let's keep going. I have for Tara Smith, 190-607-4001.
She's really doing well. She's doing everything. And I'm getting lots of reports all the time. I'm just, our next thing is trying to get her to do some arms online since she's out of state. But other than that, she's doing excellent. We're going to have her come back on April 7th. At 8:35.
All right, very good. I now have Gordon Ashton Gordon, 2021SD0028.
Yes, Your Honor. I talked to him yesterday. He's doing well. Screenings are good. He had just completed outpatient treatment. Told him he just needs to do meetings. I think that's what they put down for him to do AA meetings. So we've started that. I talked to him about making payments. He has a new job. we're going to have him come back on April 7th also at 8:35.
All right, and I hope things work out for him the way they did for the other young.
That would be incredible. I tell him that, it's all eyes on you. So
Yes, yes, very good, very
So,
good.
yeah.
All right, let's go to Mr. Kudliak, case number 200211 FD.
I talked to Mr. Kuliak, did receive a progress report from his counselor. He's doing really well in counseling. He'll also be coming back on March the 28th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. And Ms. Mack, can we make sure we order the interpreter for that date?
All right, what's the date again, Mr. Griffin? I didn't get it.
Monday, March the 28th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. And we would need the Ukrainian translator for that day.
All right, very good, very good. All right, that is everything for the specialty court docket. I see Mr. Grunbaum has joined us, but we don't need an interpreter today, Mr. Grunbaum.
No.
Right, team? Am I missing something?
No, we need him on the 28th. It was face-to-faces today.
All right, yes, you're not needed until the 28th, Mr. Grunbaum.
At 8:30.
Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, very good. All right, with that, I need to look at the ROA for Mr., what did we say, Hughes? Give me a
David
second. I
Hughes.
know she sent it. Ms. Mack sent it. Let me just take a look at it. All right, so it looks like this is a 2020 case. Wondered why it was originally. This is a civil infraction.
Carol was driving. I don't have the ROA, Judge, but from the docket, it looks like it was a careless driving charge, unless it was, well, it couldn't have been amended from a misdemeanor.
But why is it appearing on my docket?
Good question, Judge.
And why is it appearing today? Today is the 17th. Was it adjourned for payment, Miss?
No,
Ms.
ma'am, I
Mack?
think that's the day I wasn't here and someone else put that in here. Hold on, let me look at it. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I think that was put in by accident. I don't think that should have been on your docket. It shouldn't have been scheduled. I don't think it's supposed to be on this case.
All right, can you please place this case on the docket of the judge who is the alpha judge for the H's?
I sure will.
All right, wonderful. That will take care of Mr. Hughes. And then before I go to Mr. Vicentainer, Ms. Mack, there was a matter yesterday that was before this court with the young man that the name escapes me and I don't have my docket. I circled his name. That he was supposed to do the community service hours and he was going to get like 4 dismissals. And we could not confirm that he had done the community service hours.
From yesterday, okay, give me a second.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Reed, oh, you weren't here with us yesterday. Yesterday was Wednesday.
I was on Tuesday, Judge. Mr. Barton may have information regarding that case.
I don't remember that one. And he was from yesterday, Judge?
I think it was yesterday. No, it would have been Tuesday. I'm sorry, with Miss Brimage.
Judge, we did have a gentleman, Mr. Zachary Atkins.
Yeah, Zachary Atkins.
All right, so I have
wonderful.
received information. Let me go back to it. All right, I have received information from Ms. Brimage indicating that Mr. Atkins did 20 hours of community service at Clark Park. She was able to verify it and 16 hours of community service at the church, which satisfies what this court ordered him to complete. And so therefore, I am going to close the case that I took the plea on, and his dismissals can be issued on today. Also, Ms. Brimage reported that the church is offering him a job. So he's going to get a job out of all of this, even though he started off being on probation. So that's always a win. So I want to get him squared away so he does not have to come back. If we could get those dismissals in the system and get them mailed out to him so that he knows that he is all squared away at 36th District Court.
Your Honor, can I interrupt?
Yes.
I have Mr. Adams on the phone right now. He didn't, for some reason, he had a miscue on his court date. He said he can Zoom in now, or I can have him come in the morning. I have him on the phone.
He can, you can have him Zoom in now, because
Okay.
I do have a busy topic tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Adams, can you Zoom in now?
Very good. With that,
You know the
I
Zoom?
am going, Ms. Mack, any questions on that for the gentleman?
No, I'll take care of it, Judge. I have to go back and look at the docket and get the case numbers and stuff, but I will take care of it.
All right, wonderful. Let's go to Mr. Vicentainer. I will need someone to read the case numbers into the record for Mr. Vicentainer, and then I believe Attorney Barton. You're gonna need to read your chat from me.
I have one case, Judge, for Mr. Vicentainer.
Well, I need somebody to call Mr. Barton and tell him we're ready on that case.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me send him
All right, while we're doing that, let's recall Mr. Adams. I have case number 1205736-901. Mr. Adams, state your full name for the record, please. Oh, you're gonna have to take that do-rag off your head. You know that's gonna mess up my whole psyche. All right, here you go, Mr. Adams. Unmute and tell me your name for the record.
Joe Adams Jr.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Adams. How are you this morning?
Doing okay, Your Honor.
All right, you getting on for court a little late, a lot of late.
I apologize. I am so sorry. I was unaware. I hadn't checked my email, so that's entirely my fault.
All right, Mr. Adams, how are you doing this morning? Mr. Adams?
Hold on. Let me step out so I can hear you better. It's noisy in here.
All right, Mr.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Please forgive me.
That's okay.
Okay, I can hear you much better now. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. It's been chaotic up here, but for the most part, I have no complaints.
No complaints. All right. You've been working your program?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so are you having any issues with working your program?
No, ma'am.
No issues. All right,
No,
Mr.
ma'am.
Adams, there were some things I asked you to produce and I haven't gotten them yet. What's going on?
Well, I'm up here. Well, as far as I'm working on at the moment getting a copy of my daughter's birth certificate because I wasn't able to be there for the actual birth up here due to the fact of COVID, and they weren't allowing me in at the time.
What does that have to do with? What does that have to do with getting your documentation? That has absolutely nothing to do with it.
Say that again, ma'am.
That has nothing to do with you producing documentation. The fact that you were not physically there has nothing to do with it.
I've been trying to get. I know. I understand that. I'm trying to up here, try to get up here. So I've been working on getting documentation. I should be able to get that very soon.
Mr. Adams,
Yes, ma'am.
You're gonna get that documentation for me before your next hearing, or you're gonna need to come physically to the court, okay?
I completely understand, ma'am.
Okay,
Now as far now, actually, I did up here do my first step with evaluation up here with Team Wellness. I had my case number. I had took an initial evaluation. They up here signed me up with a therapist. I still haven't had that, but I have done initial evaluation, and I let them all the information up here to be released to Mr. Yancey. I had also emailed him my case ID number, so they should know why they haven't gotten back with them. I really could not answer that question just as of yet.
all right, Mr. Yancey will follow up with Team Wellness. Mr. Yancey,
Yes.
I was clear last time with Mr. Adams, but if for his next court appearance, if you do not have that documentation, there's a reason I'm asking for documentation. And if he does not provide that documentation, he needs to physically come into 36th District Court.
Yes, Your
Okay?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Only reason I didn't push it because they needed to see him twice, so I knew they weren't finished with the evaluation. That's the only reason I don't have that piece.
I understand. That's why I said that piece we can take care of. We'll get that information.
The other two parts are on Mr. Adams. I do want to report that his he has been screened 3 times. Those screenings have been negative. Mr. Adams, I don't know if you're hopefully you're still seeking your own place. I don't know where you are with that. That was the other thing that we were looking for.
Yes, yes, and I was about to get further into that. Up here, me and my fiance, we have found us a place, and we should be up here having our lights and everything cut on this Monday and moving into the place up here this Monday coming up this week starting.
Okay, if you can get us or get me that information so I can present that to the judge. So hopefully by the next court hearing, hopefully I'm not speaking out of place, that you'll have all 3. I'll be able to present all 3 to the judge by the next court hearing.
I understand.
Okay.
All right. And that next court hearing is going to be in 2 weeks, Mr. Yancey, because we've given him a lot of time. I don't know how that fits into our training schedule, or does it?
We can, Your Honor, we can either give him a week and a half and have him come on March 28th, or give him the full time and have him come back April 4th.
I'll have him come back April 4th. I'll give him enough time, because Mr. Yancey, he's got to have this stuff done.
I understand.
And that'll be at 8:35 by way of Zoom. Unless you fail to produce that information, you'll have to come to the court in person, okay?
I will definitely get on top of everything. And also with the evaluation with Team Wellness, I know you probably weren't aware, but they had an issue at their building where they had a flood or a leak. So when I was supposed to come in, they said they were going to do everything up there through telehealth, but they never got back with me.
Okay. Mr. Yancey, if you could follow up, even if we have to move his service to Detroit Recovery Project, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't want to keep lingering on with this.
For sure.
All right, very good, very good. All
So
right, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So Mr. Adams, I usually send an email 2 days before court hearing. So just make sure you check your emails. I do send reminders as a courtesy. So in case people forget, so please keep up with your email. Other than that, but you do know the date, it'll be April 4th.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, very good. Mr. Adams, tell me something that you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
Just up here, just trying to just being patient. Learning up here, I have to be like, just up here, just being more patient and just more tolerant and understanding with everything else, and just using my time a lot wisely than how I used to, which is just a process, but I've been getting a lot better with it.
All right, very good, very good. If you don't have any questions for the court today, I'm going to see you on April 4th, either on Zoom, if you've done everything that this court has ordered you to do, or I will see you physically in the courtroom on April 4th at 8:35 a.m. Okay?
I understand, Your Honor, and I will definitely take care of everything.
All right, very good. Good to see you today, Mr. Adams. Get back to work, okay?
I will. And again, I apologize again for holding up the court. My apologies.
That's okay. I'm glad you were able to get on. All right, take care. All right.
Okay.
I think that's it for one specialty court that we have on this morning. I'm ready to go to Mr. Vicentainer's case. And so I will, Ms. Mack, if you could read, add him to my docket. You don't have to print it out, but just add him to my docket. And if you could place the case number on the record for me.
19045 19601.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Vicentainer. Speak loudly into that microphone and state your name for the record.
John David Vicentainer.
All right, very good. How are you this morning, Mr. Vicentainer?
I'm doing my best to maintain right now.
Okay. Yeah, I was very shocked to get the information that I received on yesterday. And so we've got to get you back on track. Okay, Mr. Vicentainer?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Curtis, it's so hard to shift gears from one specialty to another in the same day, but I'm gonna do it. That's why I'm over here tongue tied. Mr. Curtis, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Vicentainer, why he's here today on a Thursday?
So Mr. Vicentainer is here today because on March 9th, we received a positive drug screen for opiates. And so that's why we are here today.
Right. And did you have any conversations with Mr. Vicentainer as to why he's testing positive for opiates?
Your Honor, I did not, but he did speak with Mr. Barton this morning.
All right, I think that's you, Mr. Curtis. Something's rubbing up against your microphone. Okay. All right. Come on, Mr. Barton. What's going on with Mr. Vicentainer?
Yes, first off, thank you so much for your patience in the matter, and I do apologize to the court. Your Honor, I want to say that I spoke with Mr. Vicentainer in the background, and if you'll allow me just a brief moment to give you an understanding of what occurred. We already know that he did not, that he tested positive, but if you'll allow me just to give you a brief background, Your Honor. So Mr. Vicentainer actually has had some issues going on with his career, Your Honor. And I know you understand from him being in nursing and how much he's dedicated to doing this as a second career, that now he's essentially being priced out of that position. He's not able to afford to maintain his licensure and things of that nature. So now he's going through a career crisis, is what we would call it. And the millennial group would say everyone that's quitting now, there's like a quit, there's a big thing that everyone's quitting their job or whatever have you. But unfortunately, Mr. Vicentainer is not in a position to do that because they're forcing him to do it. So that has caused a big weight on his shoulders. So aside from that, what he did was he started going more and more to AA meeting or the NA meetings, excuse me. And one of his unofficial sponsors, I call it that, Your Honor, because when you're dealing with drug abuse, I'll say it that way, you have other individuals who are peers who are not necessarily qualified to be a counselor or an advisor, but I say it this way, they go through the process with you. And Mr. Vicentainer, having the stress of the nursing issue, went with a peer to an NA meeting, Your Honor. This is the saddest part about it. He went to an NA meeting with a peer he did not know that peer had fell off the wagon, Your Honor, as they say. And so that peer offered narcotics to Mr. Vicentainer. And even though he, as an adult, had a choice to make, he did in fact make the wrong choice, Your Honor, and he partook in that opiate. So with that said, Your Honor, Mr. Vicentainer, how, and he knows me. He knows how disappointed I was in him. When I saw the email, I told him, I said, no, that's my guy. So I would say this to you, Your Honor. I think there's a lot more going on with Mr. Vicentena than this one incident, because to me, and from his mouth to my ears, this is a one-time incident. But there's a correlation of emotional things going on with him that are not, I wouldn't just say mental health things, but just an emotional thing as far as his career and acceptance that I think he's dealing with. So I'm sorry to belabor the point. I did not want to talk too long, Your Honor, but I wanted to make sure you understood, at least from his point of view, what he was going through. And it wasn't just a, I'm going to go get high. This was unfortunate, Your Honor. And I thank you for any deference you may have for Mr. Vincent.
So part of my concern to the team is that what phase is Mr. Vicentena and Mr. Curtis?
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Vicentena is in phase 2, but I want to confirm. Is that correct?
In phase 2, and he's been with us for over a year. Is that correct? Right, Mr.
Oh,
Curtis?
I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor, he has.
All right, very good. And so I understand that Mr. Vicentena is having some issues, are in a crisis about his career, but the reality is, and this is not going to sound good, but I mean well, is that if he continues to abuse drugs, he's never going to be a nurse. So the response to being in a career crisis, in a career that you love, that requires you to be licensed by the state of Michigan or whatever state you're in, you're not going to be able to participate in that career if you continue to use drugs. So how much of a career crisis is it when your response puts you in a position that takes you away from the goal of being able to serve as a nurse?
Your Honor, if I may, the crisis was because I'd already given up my license.
I'm sorry?
So the crisis was caused because I'd already surrendered my license and got it suspended for the last month because I couldn't afford the age.
I can't hear you for some reason. I don't know why.
Your Honor, he said that the crisis was that he had already suspended or they had already suspended his license.
Right, but a
And so it
suspension
was
is
now-
not a complete revocation.
Understood, Your Honor. You're right. And just to be clear, you are right. And I believe his was going to the NA meeting. And then from there, that's where he messed up after the meeting, dealing with his peer, making the incorrect choice. So I think his initial response was to try and get help in his NA meeting and meeting with a peer. And then after that meeting, that's when it was like, you know what? So I do apologize if I interrupt you, Your Honor.
No. And I guess, Mr. Vicentena, you've been with us long enough to be able to say no. You've been with us long enough to know that there are resources available, even if somebody is offering you something, to pick up a phone. You have a recovery coach, you have a case manager, you have a case coordinator, you have a judge, you have attorneys that are assigned to the specialty court that you're in. You had a plethora of alternatives. And out of all of, I listed 5. And you chose to say yes. That's a problem for me. It's a problem for me. You've been with us long enough, and this is not the first time, it's not the second time, it's not the third time. So my response has to be different, because at some point, Mr. Vicentena, you have to understand that I get to make choices, but I don't get to choose the consequences. So if I'm with someone who's going to do something that they shouldn't be doing and that I shouldn't be doing, either I'm going to choose and say no and reach out to all of these other 5 resources that I've just identified, or I'm going to say yes, and then I'm going to end up with some consequences that probably I don't like and that are going to make me very uncomfortable. So, Mr. Curtis, I don't know what your recommendation is. Have you gotten Mr. Vicentena on the 800 number this morning?
I have not, Your Honor, but Ms. Taylor sent me her recommendation this morning, and that is that he return back to one of our providers to receive substance abuse counseling.
Okay, but I want him to be reassessed.
Reassess, okay.
I need him to be reassessed this morning. And then I need to know what that reassessment, what do they say? And I need you, Mr. Vicentainer, to be honest. Listen, I'm not blaming this on your peer. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not. We have equipped you with enough tools to be able to say no. And then when you're talking about you're upset about your license being suspended, and then you respond in a way where your license could be forever revoked, it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. You made a choice. That's the bottom line. You made a choice. And so I'm going to try to get you some therapeutic help. That does not mean, Mr. Barton, that he is not going to the Wayne County Jail for a day or two. It does not mean that. But what I am going to start with is getting him on that 1-800 number, Mr. Curtis, getting him reassessed. And if he's honest, I will see what their recommendation is, and I'll determine where I go from there. But I'm telling you that jail is on the table. You've been with me for a long time. You know that you have the power and authority to say no to people, places, and things. And so you didn't. And it's got to cost you something. It's got to cost you something today, because we've been on this road a number of times. And so let's get on, and it depends on how brutally honest you are with them as to how I'm going to respond. You get on there and you're not truthful, I'm not going to respond well. I'm just not. Because then you're impeding my ability to do my job, and I don't like that. And I won't tolerate it. So that's what we have to do. I wish I would have known before 11 o'clock that he had been on the 1-800 number, because I certainly would have said, let's get him on the 1-800 number. And so, Mr. Curtis, I know that this isn't your case and that you had a recommendation already, but I didn't know he had not been on the 1-800 number. And so let's get that done. And so court will still be in session until we get an answer.
Understood.
And then let me make sure, do I have a return to court date for Mr. Vicentainer?
Your Honor, the return to court date would be March 30th.
That was his original return to court date?
Yes.
Okay, we'll leave it at that, March 30th.
Oh.
His original, I'm sorry, Judge, his original date was March 23rd.
Okay.
Which is next week?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we'll keep it on the 23rd. And that was at 8:35 a.m. And so we'll do that. And then we'll go from there. I want to hear what they have to say on the 1-800 number. Listen, if you all just be on call, that's what I'll have to say, because I want some answers. I want to hear from a therapeutic perspective as to what should happen with him. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so go ahead, Mr. Vicentainer. What I'm going to tell you is, first of all, I'm glad you didn't spiral out of control, because when you spiral, I can look at you and tell. And so, although I know you're having some issues, you didn't spiral completely out of control. And so I'm so appreciative of that. And I want to applaud you for coming in this morning, not making us jump through hoops and say, well, it wasn't me, it was the cat, it was the dog. Listen, I appreciate that. I want to help you, but you have to be willing to help yourself. So how are you going to help yourself this morning? By getting on that 1-800 number and being honest about what you've been doing, how often you've been doing it, the last time that you've been doing it, so that we can get you some help. Okay? Yes? All right.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
good. So I'll recall you in a few. Once Mr. Curtis comes back, Mr. Vicentainer is not free to leave at this time. And so when Mr. Curtis comes down, he'll get on that 1-800 number, and he's not to be released until this court releases him. All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Vicentainer.
Thank you.
All right.
Judge, I do want to let you know about his dates. He does have a court date, but it's a face-to-face for next week, and his Zoom date is March the 30th at 8:35.
I'm sorry, say that again, Ms. Mack.
He has a face-to-face next week on the 23rd, and then on the 30th, he has a Zoom hearing with you.
All right, so let's leave it just like it is. Let's leave it just like it is.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Mack, for that
Okay.
clarification.
Okay, yeah,
All
no
right.
problem.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I just received a call from Elmhurst House. Mr. Griffin, he is thoroughly apologizing. He said he was working and he did not see his phone ringing or when I was trying to call him this morning. And he's asking if he can come on and speak to you today.
He's actually on, but I need him to start his video.
Mr. Griffin.
Mr. Griffin, start your video for me. All right, Ms. Cleveland, you're gonna have to get him together.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
He's calling from his phone, Your Honor. I'm going to try to text him and tell him to turn the video on.
All right. And this is his first hearing since he's been in the semi-independent living, right?
No, Your Honor. He has had a hearing before. He did a face-to-face and we got caught up with him. I did anyway, and everything is going well. He's doing very well, Your Honor. He's so nervous. I feel so bad.
And it's okay, because what I was gonna say, Ms. Cleveland, why don't you just have him come back tomorrow?
Okay.
If he can't get it together today, he can try. You can call him and see if you can walk him through it and see if you can get him to a place where he can have his hearing today. If not, he can come back tomorrow. I do want to see him. I want to know how he's doing. I'm so proud of him because he asked to go to this particular type of structured living because he understands what he's battling and the progress that he's made. So I just want to see him.
Okay. I'm going to text him right now, Your Honor.
All right, sounds good. All right, while we're doing that, good morning to you, Attorney Rosenthal. I just noticed your name is on the screen. The only thing I am awaiting is on Mr. Vicentainer. All right. Ms. Mack, did you call me?
I did, because I was on the phone when you were when the dates were being given for the 10:35, can I get those dates?
Oh, yes, you can get them from the case managers because my handwriting is so sloppy. You have to get from the case managers. My apologies. You all, while we're in recess, why don't you all give Miss Mack those dates? Oh, wait, you'll get them, Miss Mack. Let me.
Okay, I'll get them.
All right, I'm sorry, I wrote horribly on
Okay.
my topic.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
There he is, Your Honor.
All right, there's Mr. Ronnie Griffin. That means we can hang up the other device.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that so that we don't have the echo. All right, there we go. Mr. Griffin.
How you doing? I'm sorry about the confusion.
It's okay. I'm just glad to see your face. I wanted to see you. Make sure
All
you're
right.
doing well and that you're still happy with the decision you made to go to structured living.
Very much so. I'm working right now.
Where you working, Mr. Griffin?
Down in the administration office.
What you doing in the administration
They
office?
got me doing everything, which is good. It's
Look
keeping
at
me
you.
in shape.
Look at you. You sound good. You look good. Do you feel good?
Yes, very much.
I
Very
love it.
much.
I love it, Mr. Griffin.
And I'm so sorry because I had got the days mixed up.
It's okay. I just wanted to see your face because you had a face-to-face with your case manager the last time. And so I can't go too long without seeing you, right?
Well, I'm glad.
There you go. All right. How's your mom doing?
She's doing fine.
She is. Is she proud of you and your progress?
Very much so. Very much.
No, she is. And guess what, Mr. Griffin? We are proud of you as well.
Well, thank you.
All right. Very good. Let me place your case number on the record very quickly. I have Z8080571. State your full name for me, Mr. Griffin.
Ronnie Griffin.
All right. And so you're working, you're doing well, you're making some good friends.
Oh, yes. I'll put it this way. I'm meeting a lot of different people. I'm not too quick to say who's my friends or not, but at the same time too, the people that I be around are very positive.
Look at you. Very good. It makes a difference, right?
It really makes a difference, yes.
It does. So it's true that birds of a feather flock together, right?
That is so true.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Griffin, are you struggling with anything? You need help with anything?
No, not at all.
All right, let me hear from Miss Cleveland. Miss Cleveland, thank you for getting Mr. Griffin on. Y'all had to go on a manhunt this morning for y'all client, but y'all found them. I love it.
That's
Go
right,
ahead.
Your Honor. Your Honor, he is doing so well over there. I've gotten good progress reports and updates for him. He's compliant with your court's orders. Everything is going well thus far. He calls me regularly. So, just was surprising not to see him, but I knew he was busying himself with something good. So we weren't alarmed that he was doing something other than that. Your Honor, he would be coming back here for a face-to-face on April 7th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. Then he would come back for a court date via Zoom the following Thursday on April 14th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Mr. Griffin, are you looking for something to write with?
Yes.
And I will make sure that I send that information to him and his counselor so he knows those accurate dates.
So, Ms. Cleveland, you will email me? Okay. Then.
Yes, I will. I'm glad to see you too.
Glad to see you.
So glad to see you.
Mr. Griffin, if I could,
yeah.
You're doing really well. You're still making it happen.
Yes,
we like seeing you on Zoom. So keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
There you
Judge,
go.
if I may.
Yes.
Congratulations, Mr. Griffin. Good report. It's always good to see you. I have to give a shout out because I know I've mentioned it before. You and I attended the same high school. Although you are a younger man than I am, I was a few years ahead of you. It's good to see you. I know your family, your brother. Keep up the good work. Be safe. We're proud of you, Mr. Griffin. Good to see you, sir.
Will do, and thank you very much.
All right. Very good. You have any questions for us?
No, ma'am.
No questions?
No questions. I'm just staying positive. That's all. One day at a time.
Yes, sir. Do it. Do it, sir. All right. Good to see you.
You too.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss Cleveland, too. Thank you for getting him on.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Very good. Yes.
Your Honor, Mr. Irby is on. He was sick this morning. He did remember that he had court not so much this morning, but he was sick this morning. But he wanted to at least show his face so you knew that he wasn't just playing around. And that's why he's on now. So I told him he would probably have to come on tomorrow. But he just, like I said, he wanted you to see his face so you know he wasn't just dodging the court. He just wasn't feeling well this morning.
Okay, so Mr. Irby, well, since he's here and we're waiting on one other matter, Mr. Yancey, I won't have him come back 2 days. Let me place his case number on the record. I have case number 210-444-2601. Mr. Irby, state your full name for the record.
Lamar Andre Irby.
All right, Mr. Irby, I hope you're feeling better.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, we were very concerned about you. And
Thank
so I'm glad that you reached back out to Mr. Yancey and and was able to come on. And so are you going to seek some medical attention?
I'm actually about to go to my therapist right now. to therapy. I have therapy today. I just have I have something that's been ongoing. It's something that happened when I was living in China, and every now and then it recurs. And I've been sick since last night. And so I was just feeling really bad this morning.
Okay, so just make sure if you need to follow up with a healthcare provider that you do so, okay? Uh-oh, I'm losing you. There you are. Say it again.
Yeah, I will for sure. I will for sure.
Very good. How are you doing with working the program? Okay, your face is frozen.
I'm sorry?
I said, how are you doing with working the program?
Oh, excellent. Everything's going well. Still continuing everything and doing all my testing and everything that I'm supposed to do, and it's going well. My therapy is going well also.
All right. Are you enjoying your therapy?
Yeah, it's actually it's much better than it was before.
Okay, good. Very good. And you're being open and honest so that you can do some real good work with your therapist?
Yes. Yep.
All
It's
right.
she's just it's really good to work with her.
All right, wonderful. Have you been having any difficulties with working the program? Anything we can help you with?
No, ma'am, I'm fine. Everything's going well.
All right, very
Thank you
good.
very much.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Irby?
Mr. Irby, like I said, he apologized. He was pretty sick this morning, but he's on his way to his therapist. He's not gonna make his therapist sick, Your Honor. So
you know that's where I was getting ready to.
So we're not gonna
you
make
ask him to not do that. Okay.
Yes,
all
Your
right.
Honor, we're not gonna make anybody sick today. We really applaud him for still getting on. He really was concerned about you seeing his face. He reports that he is taking this seriously. And he wanted you to know that even if he could just barely get on, he wanted you to know that. Other than that, he is going to therapy. He is doing his screenings as directed. They are negative. He's early in our program, but he's in compliance, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, do you have anything for Mr. Irby?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good to see you, Mr. Irby. I hope you're feeling better. Keep up the good work. We're proud of you. Even though you don't feel well, you're going to your therapist. That's important. That's very important. I hope you feel better. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Right, very good. Do you have any questions, Mr. Irby?
No, ma'am, I don't.
No questions? All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yeah, no, we want to have him come back on Zoom April 7th of this year at 8:35.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Irby?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. All right, take good care of yourself. Enjoy your session today. Give it your best shot. Take away what you can, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I think those were all of the reschedules for tomorrow, right?
They were, Your Honor. We really appreciate it. My people had some mishaps, but they tried to regroup. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
Yes, very good. As a matter of fact, for tomorrow, we have not staffed for tomorrow. And so we need to staff today for Friday and Monday. And so if we could start pulling those things together, I have a 1:30 today, so and it's only going to be for 30 minutes, but I don't know if we have providers coming to staffing today, but we need to staff for Friday and for Monday.
Yes, Judge. If I could get the docket for Monday, I have Friday's docket, but I don't have Monday's docket, Judge. Yes, ma'am.
And I don't have Friday or Monday with me. I know you gave it to me, but I don't have Friday or Monday with me. All right, so if we could get those dockets together, and staffing will probably have to start if we could start at 2, that would be great. I'm not going to be able to do it before then. Okay.
Yes,
We'll need to
Judge.
do it at 2. All right, wonderful. Okay, we're waiting on Mr. Vicentainer and to get some information. I think for everybody else, we're good. We just need to hang out for Mr. Vicentainer. for a moment. And actually, what I will do, Mr. Reed and Mr. Barton, as long as he is truthful on that call, which I believe, I have no reason to believe that he won't be. He's not going to go to jail. He's going to go to treatment. And so,
Thank you, Your Honor.
absolutely.
Thank you so
I
much.
am going to sanction him, however, and there may be some jail days held in advance with some, or some additional testing. But it won't be jail as long as he's honest and truthful. And so I'm not gonna have you all sit on. What we'll do, Ms. Mack, is once they are ready and have an answer from Mr. Vicentainer, let's get back on. Let's come back on if we need to come back on. If not, his return to court dates, I think Ms. Mack, you already told me what they were. They're going to remain the same.
Yes, March the 23rd is a face-to-face and March 30th is on Zoom at 8:35.
Right, so we're not gonna move those dates. And if all goes well, he will get a therapeutic adjustment and that's it. So I may not have to call you all back at all, but just be on standby. Okay?
Yes, Judge, thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you all. Ms. Mack, I'm gonna ask you to keep the courtroom open in the event that we do have to come back on. And that I will stop the